Hey, this is Key Creative Studio, Master Draw in Japan. Let's make a point to draw every day. So this is under Saturday Sketchbook look. This is from 2023, or say circa 2023 here. And I made some notes in here in terms of what's in here. Orion-A4 No is a model that I've worked with a few times. Some idealized women. Drawings from Gyon Rosso, which is the burlesque show here in Tokyo. Some Chuck Jones studies, some live demo studies, and drawing session with Nika and Saya. Another. So there's a lot of live model drawings in here. Okay. All right. So these were done. These were like 1 minute drawings that I did with my Nameki Falcon pen. Okay, so the model is Mira Haruno. Mia is a very good model. She's very she's quite zaftig, but in a very good way. And I like her poses actually. Yeah, and she has very nice shape, very nice shape. I think this might be the first time that I drew her, really. I think I might ask her to pose for me again, actually. Yeah, I think I will, actually. It's kind of rare to find, of course, it's a little bit idealized, excuse me. It's a little difficult to find women in Japan, have bodies like this, actually. Yeah, she has a body like a violin, actually. These are some hair studies. This is kind of maybe like a little bit composition study here, even though you have like this woman, whatever, but try to frame it in this circular thing, like that. Another idealistic nude here. Some notes. I mean, I know these things, even though I kind of know these things, and even though, if you know certain things, it's still a good idea to write things down to help you remember. Landmarks. Oh, I might have been making these notes for somebody else. I don't know, but scapula, right? Shoulder girdle, right? Showing like how the neck fits into the rib cage. That's a major thing, right? Scapula, right? That's part of the shoulder girdle here. These are just some sketches of people that I saw it at Gyon Rosso, which is the burlesque show. The nice thing, the nice thing about the burlesque shows is, like, you have people who have like very interesting personalities and interesting shapes, as you can see here. So it's a good idea to get out, and to draw people. This is Saya. Saya is a ballerina, actually. Yeah, she was nice to work with. I don't know where that's from. I'm sorry. It's squash and stretch as opposed to SI is applied to weight. Showing some rhythm studies in terms of like this, going to that. You guys really have to, like, when you draw, like, really try to find like where the rhythms are, because rhythm is really going to help you to get more organic feeling to your drawings. I think these are Chuck Jones inspired, actually. It's a quote from Chuck Jones: "Don't don't take yourself seriously. Take your work seriously." I think that's a very good quote, actually. It's another thing, if you hear some words of wisdom, from certain people that you really respect and admire in art, it's a good idea to write it down. Actually, these things might be helpful for you in the future. Animation, we have animals that move like human beings, or humans that move like like the animals. Chuck Jones. That's true. That's something to think about. Actually, I'm going to come back to this because those are very good quotes. Human beings that move like the animal, right? Or animals that move like human beings. That's really a very good quote. This is showing some, you know, in terms of like anticipation, which is an aspect of animation. Um, yeah, it really helps like create like a sense of like tension in your drawings, and I really do recommend you guys study animation, really. Not so much like to animate, to become you know animation technicians and things like that, but you understand things like weight and volume, and those sorts of things. Yeah, like stuff like that. Yeah, these are kind of cute, actually. Shoulder girdle, scapula, elephants. Mm. Yeah, that's very much Heinrich Clay inspired sketch here. I do not know who that is. uh, it's more anime. It's a lot of Chuck Jones studies in here, actually. Um, yeah, the great thing, if you study animation, another thing you get is you get a better understanding of like character, and character to like inform your drawings, right? Like I have like three characters here doing the same thing, but you can tell different like what their attitudes are like, right? And what their physiologies are like, right? Um, this one being short, obviously, but he's pushing forward, because maybe he needs more energy, more force, to push himself forward. So he's working kind of hard. This one is probably like the most athletic of them all. This one is kind of upright, confident looking, right? This one, you can see this one is not quite as athletic as this one, but not quite as dumpy as this one, but kind of falling forward like that. So really, you really should really study animation, man. Study animation. Really will give your drawings an extra dimension of life to it. No pun intended in terms of the meaning of animation, which means like to invoke life, right? Even this little scribble here, just like showing like a you know a baby who's obviously very has his mind set on something. You know. This is Nika. I know this is Nika. Nika uh, is a dancer here. She's from Russia, and she has an incredible physique. Incredible physique. I mean, you have to see it to believe it. But she's very athletic, and a mother of two or three. And if you're looking at her body, you wouldn't believe it. She's very cool. Very nice poses, very nice dynamic poses. I really like working with Mika. She's very cool. Nice twists and everything, nice musculature. God, she's good. Man, I forget I have good models. Chuck Jones, here. And I think this is from Just Drop Party, I think. Okay, all right, well, that's it. Okay, guys, that's another sketchbook reveal. I like the animation studies in this one, and if there are any books I would recommend for you to read, I would definitely recommend getting The Illusion of Life. Also, in terms of in terms of character, I recommend getting Chuck Amok, which I have it right over here. Actually, this is Chuck Jones's autobiography, Chuck Amok. And of course, they're really nice. They're nice sketches in here, stuff like that. But what I really got out of it was really a great sense of his wit, which informs his work a lot. So I recommend that. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. I will see you next week. All right, take care. Bye-bye.